Good morning, Desert Sands Unified School District. My name is Sean Webb. I'm your Director of Community Engagement and the Educational Foundation, and you're watching Classroom Conversations. We are the community engagement show for the district that highlights everything great going on in the Coachella Valley, as well as everything going on, especially in our schools in Desert Sands. Before we move on, I want to make sure to go ahead and highlight and thank a lot of our sponsors that make this possible. Obviously, I want to thank the Desert Sands Unified School District, the foundation board who wrote for a grant with the city of Indio that supplied this for us. And I want to thank a couple of our media sponsors. Truly a great friend of the foundation, Craig Campbell over at CoachellaValley.com. Thank you for allowing us to have this on your platform, as well as our friend Kevin Pill over at Prep Sports Weekly. You guys have seen him during our halftime show during the fall seasons, and we look to carry that on for the next couple of years, next season and so forth. But thank you very much for sponsoring us. I'd like to go ahead and read the mission statement of the Desert Sands Educational Foundation. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. Their vision statement. In partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in the academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in DSUSD. So without any more from me, let's go ahead and bring on the real true star of the show, our very own Chef Mary. Good morning, Chef Mary. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm fine. I'm actually exhausted.
You're exhausted. What's going on there?
Well, we had 3 crazy events, concerts at the arena. We had Justin Bieber.
Oh my. Okay.
Oh my gosh, those young girls are just crazy out of control. And then we had Toby Mac, and he's a Christian country singer. Great songs and a super great crowd. And then last night we had somebody called Bad Bunny. And I'm not in that loop about Bad Bunny, but he drove up on the arena in a Mack truck with a fog screen, and the crowd was out of control, and it was incredible.
My gosh, it sounds like you're living the fun life.
You know, we had almost 30,000 people in the arena in the last 4 or 5 days, and they're dancing and singing, and they're happy, and they're supporting their true fans, and it was good. And it drains you of everything. I remember when I worked at the country club, we had a whole ton of cheerleaders that came in one night. And you work in that environment, so you're kind of used to the energy that young people have. And one of the other chefs came up to me and he goes, "When you go out there, you'll have nothing left when you come back out of the dining room. All these young people cheering and whatever, and the energy that they take from you." And that's how I feel this morning. It's like, no, but fun. But it's colder than the devil over here.
It was in the 50s this morning. A little chilly over here in the desert.
Yeah, the kids went out this morning and walked to school. They said it was 32. Madison actually had a big blanket on her, which was crazy.
Oh my, okay.
But it's a good day. It's a good day. Nothing new, exciting going on. Just working and living the life.
Excellent. Well, I'll tell you, we don't have a lot of pressing news that's going on in the district right now. I will tell you, we do have a school board meeting that's coming up on Tuesday. Do have that coming up. But not a lot of pressing news for us, but I will share with everybody, as you know, Chef Mary, we always like to highlight, if you want to get brief information about what's going on in the district, you can check out Super Seconds. This is Mr. Bailey's very own messages that go out to the community. I know that a lot of times, Chef Mary, you and I enjoy those because they take these extremely long documents and make them into bullet points for us. So it's always nice to have that.
Yeah, and I think it's important because it gives us a chance just to kind of briefly, go through that. There's so much information that we have to deal with and absorb and remember. Thank goodness for calendars.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I also want to remind everybody that since Friday, January 21st, Desert Sands has been partnered with a couple different agencies here where you're able to get testing done here in the district. And Monday through Friday, we're at 5 different locations. Mary, you weren't on with us Tuesday, but I'll share. Tara and I actually went through this process through Deck North. Last Friday, as you know, Tara was not feeling well, but it was a seamless process. We went up there, got tested real quick. They gave us the rapid test. They gave us the test that you find out in a couple of days. Rapid test, you got a text message, so then you can use it as verification if you need to anywhere else, where it has your name on it and so forth. As well as we got the text message the next day about our results. Fortunately for us, we were both negative. But no, I just want to say I did the process myself, and it was pretty seamless, pretty easy to do.
Yeah, we have that at the arena for every event.
Okay.
People most of our people have already had all the requirements that they need to work. But sometimes if they're, like you said, you weren't feeling really good, we'll send them down there just to make sure, because knock on wood, we've had no major incidents in the arena with our employee staff because of that cautious, the testing. And it is relatively, it's easy. You know, they make it easy. You stand there for 10 seconds or, you know, you wait about 10 minutes and you can either wait or they'll text you the results.
Yep. That's how simple it was. There wasn't even a line when Tara and I came through. We walked right up to the door. It's from 3:30 to 5:30. We walked right up to the door at 4:30. Walked right through. Was able to get everything done. It was, like I said, a seamless, simple process.
Yeah. So Sean, like, since I wasn't on Tuesday, where was I Tuesday? Oh, I know
Tuesday,
where I was.
You were working.
I was working. Yes, it's been a crazy week. How are numbers doing?
I'm glad you asked. Give me a second. I can pull that up. I've got our dashboard here. I'm glad you asked, Mary. Let me bring that up. You always bring up the greatest question. So, you know, we were talking about in early January, we were at 2,200 active cases. We're only at 70.
Oh, wow.
70. And you think about that, Mary, we just have under 27,000 students and just under 3,000 employees. So out of 30,000, roughly 70 active cases. So we're, as we shared with Brooke that one day, she said we're on the plateau. I think we're definitely on the decline.
Yeah, and I think that's really it's enlightening as well, and you can imagine having all of the people in your school district in my arena at one time.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm realizing the numbers there. Okay.
Because I thought about that yesterday. I thought, oh my God, that's like having like every school student, you know, coming in three different portions of the arena. But no, that's good to hear the numbers are down.
Yep. Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. I do want to share. I was contacted by one of our parent organizations, the African American Parent Advisory Committee, and they have a movie night coming up where you can register via their website, and they have a movie night where they're viewing Selma. That is tomorrow night, and this is taking place at Century Theater in La Quinta, and that's doors open at 6 and it starts at 6:30. As well as, from what I understand, they're going to be accepting donations for the organization because they're trying to have more events like this in the future.
Yeah, that should be a really interesting show.
Oh, no, I've seen the movie. Yeah. It's a great movie. Great movie. I love that AAPAC is partnered with the Century Theater to do that. So that's pretty outstanding that they have that going on. Mary, at our board meeting the other night for the foundation, as you're aware, I want to share looking through the window. So this is a project that our very own Mary Perry's working on. She reached out to a couple of artist organizations in the community, La Quinta Arts Foundation, as well as the member of the Artist Council in the Coachella Valley. And we're having a district-wide, first annual district-wide art exhibition where schools are sending in their art. Geez, Mary, I'll tell you, right outside of Mary Perry's office, there's a 10-foot massive tree that was made by one of the school sites.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and each piece is a different student. So it's just absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. We're going to have this opening reception on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, that is. We're going to have it on that March 17th. But the amazing part here is that we've partnered with the Quinta Arts Foundation. We partnered with the Artist Council, and they've donated more than $5,000 to ensure that this event will be successful and to make sure that we have all the art displayed well, as well as to make sure that this event carries on. So we want to thank those organizations. Yeah, pretty special and pretty exciting evening coming up.
Yeah, I mean, I think the kids are. I watch Maddie do things, and I'm just amazed at the talent that they have and the imagination and some of the things that the detail. You know, because I think we drew stick figures.
Yeah, they're doing a little bit more than stick figures nowadays, the art classes.
They are. I mean, they've just, extensive thought process and color and detail and something that's a part of them that they seem to put in that picture that's almost unknown to anybody else but to them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I want to share every morning when I have classroom conversations as a thing to be attention to details. I always go in to see our communications team, say, hey, what's going on? What's going on in the district? So I didn't know this until it was shared with me this morning, but we had a very historic night in Desert Sands last night where our very own Shadow Hills girls basketball team made history.
Oh, wow.
Where they had a win over Trinity Classical Academy. And this was the semifinals for CIF. Mary, they're going to the finals.
Really?
Yeah, Shadow Hills girls basketball going to the finals. Very exciting. Like I said, I always go in the main office to check out, hey, what do I want to make sure to cover? Well, anytime we make history, we want to make sure to cover that.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's fantastic. You know, Shadow Hills High School has been around just about a dozen years and so forth, and it's been very, very successful. So you got to thank the Desert Sun for doing some amazing coverage of this too. And actually want to bring this up too. You can see some of the footage last night of the actual game. So that's where they won victorious last night.
Oh, that's exciting, huh?
Yeah. And if I'm guessing correct, our very own and friend, our very own friend that has been on with us before, Chad Powers, probably took that footage. So thank you, Chad, for that. Yeah, so that's pretty exciting. You can see Principal Fajardo very excited about this. You know, they're going to be going to the finals. Pretty awesome.
That's incredible. Have you had a chance to talk to our young lady that went to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, so I've been in correspondence with her PE teacher, and I think we're locked in for March 8th. Well, she'll come and join us. And yeah, it'll be March 8th, and that's a typical Tuesday for us, you know, Tuesday morning show. And I'm going to see if Brooke can be on as well, because you know, she's at DCA, she's a student that lives and goes to school in Indio, so I think it'd be very fitting to have the city of Indio represented also during that. But no, I put out the date March 8th, and hopefully we'll get that all locked up and solidified. Yeah.
So is there any news on the front on from our people at the nutrition center? Anything new exciting?
No, nothing new and exciting other than we're hammering away and doing everything great. They did have their professional development day over at the farms to find out where some of this local produce is coming, as I showed pictures a couple weeks ago about that. But no, nothing. Like I said, nothing new and exciting. We got the school year rolling along. We're just we're making do with everything that we can.
Exactly. And you guys just came up on a little holiday break for President's holiday from the school?
Yeah, we had the last 2 Mondays off, so that was nice, really nice. As you know, I was able to get out of the desert here.
Yeah, I saw that you did a little road trip there.
Yeah, go visit with some family and have my daughter see some more of the family she's never met before. So very exciting.
That's important. Anything else on the home front with any testing or school things going on, or activities or football or?
No. So activities are in full effect. They're going on. We're having events. Schools are planning their activities as they can. I will say a lot of the things are still going on outdoors because as you know, at school sites, until we're told, we still have to wear these in you know, the classrooms and so forth. And I'm sure your granddaughter's doing the same thing. But no, we're moving right along. We're this is as close to normal as we've been in a while. So I'm glad that we're doing it.
So are there any students that are still doing classes outside the classroom at home?
So there are definitely students that have signed up, and because we asked for a year commitment for that.
Oh, okay.
It would have been too difficult with staffing if we were to say, okay, I want to be here for a portion of the year, then come back. It's just in public education, it's not possible to do have that type of flexibility. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth. There's a lot of moving parts that go into that. And as you know, is when you were at La Quinta High School, you know, with 120 staff members, 80 classified members, and the 2,700 students. It's a lot of moving parts when you have those types of things. But know that they'll have that for the rest of the school year. And we'll see. We'll reevaluate at the end of the school year.
Gosh, that's going to come up pretty quickly, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's going to come up real fast, especially since our transfer deadline closes on the 26th.
Okay.
So if any student that's watching this or any family that's watching this that's interested in trying to put in for a transfer, go to the CWA website that we have, and you can put in your transfer. That window closes on the 26th, and that's for next school year. Yeah, CWA Child Welfare and Attendance, Mary. That's what that stands for.
So they're able to pick and choose the school they'd like to go to. Is that correct?
They can apply. Okay. And if there's availability, they'll go ahead. We're a school of choice district, but if there's availability, we'll go ahead and allow for them to go ahead and be students of the school. I'll tell you, being at La Quinta for many, many years, we have many students apply many times to the different programs and so forth. Mm-hmm. A lot of times when a student applies, Like, for example, the students were coming to La Quinta to be part of Public Service Academy because they didn't have Public Service Academy at other school sites, or to be part of the IB program. Sometimes students will apply to Shadow Hills or to Shadow Hills or Palm Desert for the capstone program.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Or they'll go to Indio for their impact program or their theater arts program. So, all of the schools have a lot of the same programs as well as they specialize. As you know, culinary was over at La Quinta. So if there's a specific program you want to apply for, go for it. That's what I tell students to do. Give it a try.
So when they are not living near that school, it's their responsibility to get to school and the transportation, or is it
so secondary transportation is pretty much on the student. Okay. It's on the student. So regardless if you're homeschool or your away school, there are special circumstances and so forth, but pretty much it's on the student.
Oh, cool.
Get there and so forth. But Mary, as I shared, I don't have a lot going on today. I'll tell you. Other than this, right now, I'm going to be going to a service later, and I've got some meetings over at the Renaissance where we're going to talk about the gala. As you know, the gala is going to be June 4th. It's going to be exciting over at the Renaissance Esmeralda. I'm telling you right now, make your arrangements now. I want to see you there all dressed up in James Bond attire and Bond girl attire. Yes. Outstanding. But I'm meeting with, let's see here. I'm meeting with Kathleen, our president, Caroline, and Orly over at the facility today, because we're going to actually talk about where the craps table will go, where the
favorite, yes,
where the stage will be. So going to be an exciting afternoon, and then I'm going to have an appointment over at the JW Marriott. So I'm like resort hopping today. So I'm at the Renaissance for a little bit, then I'm going to JW to speak with them, see if we can get some sponsorship and opportunities. Then tonight we wrap up with a scholarship meeting for the Hunter Lopez Memorial Scholarship Team.
Oh, and how is that coming along now? What is your funding in that one?
Yeah, so we're over 55,000.
Oh, wow.
Over 55,000 raised. It's just amazing. Every day that I stop over at our post office here in La Quinta, there's always checks waiting, and it's either from just regular people in the community or one organization. I want to just say thank you is Southwest Community Church. They've been very consistent with sending in multiple donations, and the great thing what we're doing now, Mary, is we're meeting with different companies to see where we're going to house those funds so we can get the most benefit out of those funds.
That's awesome.
Help support the students that are going towards public service. But I will say that they are making decisions tonight because they want to be able to issue out scholarships this year.
Yeah.
But they're making decisions tonight, and for the first year, I believe they're going to honor one male and one female student from La Quinta High who are going for public service. I don't want to share the monetary amount yet, but like I said, we want to make sure that these funds can go and help multiple students for many years to come. Yeah. So, we're going to be talking about that. So it's pretty exciting. That's my day there.
Yeah, my day is pretty easy. I have the day off, and just I think I'm going to find out how to make jambalaya tonight for dinner.
Oh, that sounds good. If I could, I'd come drive over.
Yeah, you would. Well, I'm sure they're going to feed you well between the Renaissance and the Marriott.
You know what? I think I'm on my own. We're not doing the tasting yet, but we will. It's funny you say that we do get to go in for a tasting. So that's exciting. We'll get to do that. I feel like we're planning a wedding, but just a large gala.
Kind of are. Yeah,
pretty much, right? Pretty much. So, Mary, I want to tell you, so next Tuesday, I'm actually flying back from a conference. So we will not be able to do classroom conversations on Tuesday, but I hope you can join me on Thursday.
Yes, I am. I can't believe February is over. It's insane.
It's a little nuts.
I don't know where the month went, and March is right around the corner, and it's going to be spring, and I'm happy.
Okay, there you go.
Have a great day.
Yes, you too, and I will. I'll catch up with you later in the week.
We will do that. You have a fun day, Sean.
Okay. Hey, Coachella Valley and all our friends watching on our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube pages, thank you for watching. We'll catch up with you next week. Classroom Conversations a week from today at 9:00. You guys have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Bye. All right.